You must be thinking, what is this bullet journaling? Have you ever heard of it?
No, ma'am.
Hear about
No,
it?
ma'am.
No,
No.
ma'am.
Yes,
So
ma'am,
this
I
is,
have my own bullet journal, ma'am. It's ready.
it's ready. Who is that?
Ma'am, this is Ananya, ma'am.
Ananya Srikruti. Wonderful. Wonderful. When did you start doing it?
Ma'am, in 2021 January, ma'am.
January you started it. Very good. Who taught you?
Ma'am, I just saw it on internet and I felt it is very good, ma'am.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Yeah, yeah. So let's all learn it together. Yes. What is this bullet journaling? Then I would like to tell you what is the link between our career guidance and bullet journaling. Right. There's a lot of, both of them are linked together. How is it linked? I will let you know. So for this session on bullet journaling, let's learn what is bullet journaling. Let's see what is bullet journaling. Still students are joining. Let's admit all and then start with the session. One minute, children. Somebody is on. Please mute yourself. I think so it's Saira. Please mute yourself. Yes. So for the past 4 days, for 5 days, we have been learning about different professions, different careers.
Good morning,
how
ma'am.
to join, how to start working on it. We have learned, right? What
Good morning,
are the
ma'am.
exams? Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Please put it in the chat box, children. Otherwise, we will not be able to continue. Right. So now here, various professions which are there, what are the entrance examinations that you have to write, that we have understood. Now, let us learn what is this bullet journaling. See, you have your goal. You have decided, like suppose I want to become a doctor or an engineer. I want to become, so and so. You have decided on that, correct? So now, after deciding on it, now you should schedule it. Means you should make your own plan for it. For achieving that goal, you have to schedule your plan accordingly, right? Suppose if it's an UPSC exam, you have time till 21 years of age. If it is a NEET or a JEE exam, you have time till you are 17 years old, right? So how will we spend our time productively? Means how will we make sure that every day we are moving towards our goal, right? That is what is called as bullet journaling, right? This is every student will be making it, or every person I should say will be making it for themselves. No two bullet journals can be need to be the same. It can be individual journal for each one of you. So today I will be helping you out on how you can do it. So how will this bullet journaling help? Like suppose I want to become an IAS officer. My target is to write the UPSC and get selected as an IAS officer. That I can do now. I am only presently 11 years old. I can do it at the age of 21 years only. I will be able to write my exam of UPSC, right? Then at that time I will start with my prelims and go ahead, right? But now these 9 or 10 years, how am I going to spend to make sure that I am on my track? I am on my track of reaching my goal. So this can happen with your scheduling, with your setting reminders, how you will prepare your to-do list, and all this today we will be learning about it. This bullet journal in short form is also called as BUJO. First 2 letters of bullet and the first 2 letters of journal. Right. Now, what is scheduling? In the scheduling, in this process, you are able to arrange things. You see here all the books, how, they're all not in an order, right? Yes. And here you see everything is set. Everything is set right. See the color comparisons. The books are all put according to their labels, according to their topics, according to their colors. So beautifully it is set up. So if you start with your bullet journaling, your life, your aim will be as clear as this picture with the flowers, right, children? Otherwise, it would have been like this. Yes. So this bullet journaling will help us, yeah, to do it properly. So this we have understood about scheduling. Now, weekly, monthly reminders we need to keep. I need to remind myself, yeah, that I have to crack UPSC or I have to become a doctor. And in that also, I want to specialize as a cardiologist or a gynecologist, right? So my priorities are, my targets are very, very clear. My goals are very, very clear. So for that, I need to set reminders for for myself. That means like how you set your alarm in the morning to wake up, right? In the same way, you need to keep the reminders for yourself. See, always people say that like waking up early, you may say that it's not possible for me. I can't wake up early in the morning. 5 o'clock is the ideal time to wake up, children. So for everybody. So 5 a.m. I have to wake up. I will set my alarm at 4:50, and then I will wake up. So if you do it for a period of 21 days, people say that it will become your habit. If you can do that task, yeah, for 21 days, that would become your habit. So it's very, very important. Pardusai, please mute yourself. Right. So now, so we need to set reminders. Then what else should we do? We should prepare our own to-do list. What should I do? These are the things. I have to complete my summer holiday homework. I need to keep practicing my yoga, meditation. Yeah, I should do the newspaper reading. Yeah, I need to keep reading other books also. I need to go through, complete my notes. Yes, last year, yeah, when the online classes went on, children, when you physically came to school, most of you had incomplete work. Please make sure that every day you're spending some time, at least an hour, in completing the notes. It's very, very important. So this to-do list is like, no, first you'll write down all the things, yeah, that you have to. You can put a specific time for this, for maintaining this bullet journal. Maybe something around maybe morning. If you are having the summer camp, you can keep it at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Yes. And you will write down all the things that you want to do and what you have to do, and then you will be arranging them according to the priority, means according to its importance. So I will tell you how to do it. How to prepare the to-do list. See, Stephen Covey has rightly said, begin with the end in the mind. What is the end? For me, to become an IAS officer is my end. Yeah. For you, maybe to become a cardiologist, or for somebody else, it's like to become a space scientist. For somebody else, it's like becoming a this is not a profession, Harshit. This is for any profession to work on. This way we can work on it so that we can achieve our goals, right? So that is see, somebody wants to become an astronaut or an aeronautical engineer, or they want to work with NASA. So that is the end, right? So begin with the end. So that is what I have to do. So right now, how should I plan so that I will not miss my goal? That is called as begin with the end in the mind. A very wonderful quote. So now first I will explain you what are these things. This is divided, the whole page is divided into 4 parts, right? Yes. So the first part is urgent and important. Urgent and important. Like suppose if it's 8:45 a.m. in the morning, what is the urgent work you need to do? You need to finish your breakfast and sit for the 9 a.m. session in the summer camp. So that's urgent and is also very, very important task of the day, right? So this comes under urgent and important. So do it, just do it. Which comes under, see, on the left hand side, you have important, you have not important. Yeah, here very urgent, not urgent, right? So now not urgent, the second quadrant. It's not urgent, but very important. So at 8:45, when I am getting ready for the session, I know that I need to read the newspaper. Yeah, reading newspaper, reading a book is important, but it's not urgent at 8:45 in the morning, right? Yes. So also there are like suppose for the parents, like paying the electricity bill, or paying the LIC policies, or paying any particular amount which they have to bills they have to pay, or your phone bill you have to pay. That's very important. Yes, otherwise the connection will get cut. Yes, but it's not urgent. So there is a deadline, right? Suppose 25th of every month you need to do it. So you can set a reminder. If 25th is the date, by 20th you can put a reminder. Similarly, like you have the holiday homework. Suppose the notes completion, everything should be ready by June 1st, right? But you will keep a target, make sure that by May 25th itself, everything is ready. Any pending works, today you will analyze. Yeah, yes, last year I have kept all my notes incomplete. This year, let me not do it like that. Let me seriously take it up. So that comes under not urgent, but important. So plan for it. Plan for a day. Plan for, like, no, I'm going to do it on next Friday, or I'm going to do it on Monday itself, or Sunday I will plan for, you can keep few works for Sunday itself, right? Now, this is these works are, now I'm coming to the third quadrant. These are urgent but not important for you. Yeah, this you will delegate to others. It's not, it is urgent. Like suppose last minute you have to attend the session, or you have to attend school, and there is some submission which is there. Yeah, you can allot it to submission. Means suppose paying the bill, your father is very busy that day, but he feels that, oh, I forgot 20th reminder for paying the 25th, I have to pay the current bill, and I forgot about it. It's already 25th. So what he does, he delegates the work to somebody else. He says that, yeah, I have other urgent works to do. Yes. So that's why he will delegate this work. Yeah, this work, paying the bill, can be done by anybody else also. So delegate such works, you delegate to others. Yeah, or try to do it. Next, not urgent. Hello? And now coming to quadrant 4. Quadrant 4, it's not urgent, it's not important also. Yeah, watching a serial. Somebody told you, one of your friend told, Ray, that series is very nice, you watch it. Yes, it's not urgent, it's not important also. Eliminate it from your tasks. For that day, you eliminate it. Some other day when you are very free, that day you can watch it. Yes, it's not urgent, right? And it's not also very, very important. Yeah, that there is no deadline for that. So eliminate it, put it at on a later date where you can, when you don't have, you have completed all your works, that day you can put that. Yeah. So please plan every day. You plan your things in these 4 quadrants. Here it's urgent, do it immediately. Not very urgent, but important, plan for it. Yeah, then yeah, it's urgent but not important, delegate it to somebody else. Yes. Then not urgent, not important, eliminate it, put it for a later date. Understood, children? So now next.
Ma'am, I cannot hear your voice clearly.
Hello, just check your internet, ma.
Ma'am, your voice is clear only, ma'am.
Ma'am, your voice is not clear, ma'am. Ma'am, your voice is breaking.
Ma'am, your voice is
Check
clear,
your
ma'am.
internet. Check your internet. Okay.
ma'am.
Yeah. I will be sharing the video of it also, children. If there is anything which you have left out, yeah, or any part of it is not very clear to you, I will share the video. You can watch the video also. So, right. So, now coming to how are you going to make this bullet journal? This bullet journal, I will show you a video also for this. So, now, first you should make the index of it. In the index, you're going to put up, suppose this monthly log, April month log is on so and so page. May month log is on so and so page. June month, suppose today you have started. Today is 15th of May, you have started with it. So now if 15th of May you have started it, so May few days will take, right? Some around at least 10 pages will take. So 1 to 10 pages May, then June, then July. So in the index, like how you maintain for index for your notebook, so like that only for the bullet journal also you can maintain an index. You can take up a notebook, a normal notebook also, children. If you have a diary which is left out for a previous year diary, if it is left out also, you can use that. No need to specifically buy a new book for that. Okay. Now, future log. Yes, all the events which are going to be there, what are the important dates, suppose school reopening day, then we have given you the institutional plan, when periodic tests are there, when half-yearly exams are there, when holidays are there, everything is given now. So just write down all that future log, means all the events which are going to come up in the academic year for from May to suppose December 2021. What are the important events, your birthdays, your parents' birthdays, your sister or brother's birthday, all that you will be writing down. Then you will have the monthly log. After the future log you are writing up to December. By the end of the session, I will answer all your questions, children. Okay, just let me finish it. Now, monthly log is month-wise what you have to do. That all list of those events will be written for the monthly log. Then after that, you will allot it on different dates of the month. I will show you a video which will explain it to you very clearly. Then daily log. Today, what am I going to do? So afternoon 1 o'clock or early morning when you are sitting with it, maybe 15 minutes will be sufficient. 15 to 20 minutes. You will work out, you will jot down what you're going to complete for that day. If any, by the end of the day, again, you will be checking with your journal. In that daily log, if anything is incomplete, you can put it up for the next day, right? So you can prepare like how you have the calendar. You need to make it on one page where you will be writing out all the days and what are the tasks you have to do. Those tasks you have to do, you can mention it over here, all the important tasks. Then you can assign it on a particular day. This task, suppose on 10th of August, this task, can be done little later also, 22nd of August you can. So then you can put up your tasks on different dates. So let's watch one video. And also this, children, if the audio of you're not able to hear it properly, no problem. I will share these links. Definitely. I will be sharing these videos also with you in the WhatsApp groups. So nothing to worry. Just try to understand it.
We keep track of the things we do, want to do, have done, things we ate, miles we've run, ideas we had. It gets out of control. There are plenty of apps for that, but I needed a system flexible enough to handle whatever it is.
You're planning so many things. You're maintaining so many small note papers, and they'll be put in the dustbin. Instead of that, putting everything in one book is this bullet journal. You can use a normal notebook also, children, for this.
What I want to do is create an index page. This page will help you find your entries, but more on that later. Turn to your first blank spread. This is your monthly calendar. Add the name of the month on both pages. The left will be your actual calendar. Write down all the dates of the month on the left. Then add the first letter.
What is done for the month, all the, first the dates are put up, and the date with the day is a Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, whatever days are put up. Then, so here you have seen August you are starting August month, August 2021, if you are starting on that particular page, you are going to start with that page. So you see here, you have written down all the things which you have to do, the tasks which you have to complete. Yes. And then you are allotting it on different dates. I'm going to do this on, call Mike on August 1st, set up another meeting or submit my notes. Yeah, the deadlines, what are the deadlines? Yes, I'm going to clean my room. I'm going to, read a storybook. I'm going to all these, I'm going to practice keyboard. See, so all these are taken up and the important parts are put up again in the first page.
Except for one critical difference. Go through all the pages of the previous month and check your tasks. If it's done, cross it off. If the task is now irrelevant, strike it out. But if it's still...
You are not able to complete it the previous week. What is he doing it from August? If there are any tasks which are not completed, so those are again written in September. It happens, no children, we plan for so many things as far as possible. We'll try to do it. See here, September month he is starting with, he started September month from page 9, right? Yeah. So for an important occasion, you want to do the shopping, right? So all your shopping list is there. During vacation, you want to do a particular tasks. Suppose summer vacation is the time. You can learn new things like how, Ananya has learned about bullet journaling. Yes, you can definitely learn about new things each summer, each month, one new topic you can start learning it. So wonderful video. This video again, I will be sharing it with all of you. All right. And then now let's go to the next slide. So one more video I am showing you in which you can understand how to do this bullet journal. How to make your own bullet journal. This video I will be sharing with you children. I think so this is the first time this you are going to do it for the first time. So maybe you have to watch the video several times, right? So let's see how she is going to do it.
Very minimal bullet journal setup for the year of 2021. And like I said, this is super quick and easy to set up. No art or...
Ma'am, I cannot hear. Ma'am.
Yeah, so there will be some network lag. What she's trying to say is that you keep a notebook for this and then write down all your month she has put it up, like see, say 7 by 5 she has put it up. Yes, so like that you can make your... Yes, so see the index. First we are starting with the index page. She has written down, what she is going to write on each page, whether it is completed or not. Yes, if it is completed, she is putting a cross. If it is migrated, see this video, this part is very important. Let us try to understand this. After the index is done, let me show this. So suppose if the task is not completed, you are putting it for the next month, correct? You're putting it for the next month. So that is represented by the symbol, by the arrow. Yes. And index is all written. Now you see month-wise. This is called as the monthly log. Yes. Month-wise, you are writing down your future log.
Here at a glance. And this is much more elaborate than what I did last year. I chose this because last year I found that I missed having this overview and being...
All these numbers, children, you see October is written and all the dates are written. That means October 1st, 2nd, 3rd, what are you going to do? So each page is divided into 3 columns. 3 columns for each month. So presently maybe you can plan for from May to December you can plan. See, you can mention your birthdays on those months. Yeah, what are the preparations? Suppose periodic tests are there, so I have to start my revision. You can mention all that. Till December you can prepare this, children. Yeah, see, future log you're going to Write your birthdays. She has also written her mom and dad's birthday, her birthday. Now we are going to monthly check-in. So this is the total years, future log is done. Then now we are going to the monthly log. So what am I going to do? Yes, what are the different areas? How much time am I spending with my friends? How much time am I studying? Am I spending with my academics? How much time am I spending with the sports? All this is very, very important.
To these different aspects of my life, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest. And you can also set this up as a graph, but I find this to be much easier.
So this means that we are going to mark it. See, this year, this month, did I do all my tasks properly? Weekly, you can assess yourself. You are not no one is going to assess you. You yourself are the best judge, isn't it, children? So you can write down that I'm going to have I done my academics properly? Did I do my yoga and meditation sincerely? Yes. Have I completed all my notes? Did I keep anything in pending? So all this can be very easily checked out. So you can make, suppose you get the pocket money, you can you can also take care of your expenses also. You can keep few pages for the expenses also. So like this you can continue. Yeah, you have some project works to be submitted. Maybe after every periodic test, teachers give you project works. Yes. So those project works, what is the priority for with which you have to complete those project works? Yeah, all that can be definitely be mentioned in the bullet journal. So this bullet journal will continue with it. Keep a very small notebook. Let it not be a huge one, because you can keep it handy with you all the time. Wherever you're going to some other place also. Maybe may not be right now, but children, when you're traveling also, you can keep that book with you, right? So that becomes an habit tracker also.
So I'm only going to use these habit trackers to...
Habit tracker means you're observing how many days am I doing my yoga sincerely, how many days am I doing my notebook completion. See, she is trying to learn piano, she is trying to learn a different language, Japanese, even a foreign language, any other language, French or any other language you want to master also, children, during the holidays, definitely you can do it. There's a site called as Duolingo. You can use that and you can learn. You can learn keyboard, you can learn guitar. All these things are very much now pretty easy using the internet. You can learn. So she's doing meditation, yoga, all this also. She has kept a page for that. End of the day, gratitudes. Yes, we were thinking, no, like we will definitely pray God, and we will show our gratitude to our parents, to all the people with whom we are able to complete our day properly. We are able to live properly, isn't it? So all that can be definitely be mentioned in this.
A book lo unte chusko.
Mohan, please put yourself on mute.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So this is how all the tasks can be planned. This one I will also share with you in the WhatsApp groups, so that you can complete it. Yeah. Now one more video I will show you. This was done by the person who has started with this is Ryder Carroll. Let us listen to him in his own video. It's a small 2 minutes video. Very clearly you can, very clearly it will explain you.
I recently read The Bullet Journal Method by author Ryder Carroll. Thanks to technology, there's countless ways to organize your thoughts, ideas, and responsibilities. Contrast the typical notebook with the bullet journal. The bullet journal is much clearer and easier to decipher because when you enter information into the bullet journal, you use a system of symbols and short form notation that turn thick paragraphs of text into bite-sized pieces of information. The result is a minimalist looking notebook that doesn't feel overwhelming every time you open it. The 3 symbols you must know when entering information into your bullet journal are dots, circles, and dashes. Dot bullets are for tasks, the things you need to do.
These are the important things you need to remember, children. There are 3 symbols in this. Yeah, the 3 symbols are dots. Yeah, dots are for the tasks which you are supposed to do.
Circle bullets are for events, experiences you want to document. And dash bullets are information you don't want to forget.
So you're going to mention it in this way. Dot will represent that it is a task which you have to complete. Yeah, the circle is the one which will tell you that's an important event, and a dash is the notes which you are writing. Means you want to leave a message for yourself as a reminder. So that is in the notes.
When you use a dot, a circle, or a dash to enter information, you use a series of keywords to make the entry as short as possible while still maintaining meaning. For example, if you needed to email Rick to get a status update on project XYZ and let him know the project deadline has been pushed off until July 7th, you'd enter something like dot, Rick, email, RE, XYZ project status. Then underneath that task, you'd put a note, dash, new deadline, July 7th. When you look at that short entry, it's clear what you need to do. Now let's say you want to enter an experience.
So you can see here, he is putting a dot. The task is to email, to send a mail for a birthday party. Now, what is that event which is there? Yeah, he needs to have coffee with a particular person, right? In that, what he needs to discuss while he is having coffee with George, what he should remember, started landscaping business. So something what he is going to discuss in that meeting, he is mentioning it over here. So all these short notations, when you are writing it, short forms when you are using it, it becomes very, it's not very lengthy. At a glance itself, yeah, you will be able to remember it and you will be able to understand it also. So now we will learn about what is migrating it. Yeah, if today's daily log is there, right? Daily log, you have written down some 10, 12. Initially, you will be very enthusiastic, right? So you'll write 11, 12 works on the same day. You'll not be able to, suppose, complete it due to some reason. Then what should we do? What should you do?
Migrate any unfinished items in your daily log to one of 3 new homes: tomorrow's daily log, your current monthly log, or the future log. This is
so by the end of the day, you will decide. So today, suppose 4 tasks are there, 4 works I have which I have not completed. So by the end of the day, you are going to put it on different dates. It can be tomorrow itself, which I have to complete, or due by the end of the month, if I can complete it also, it's okay. Or I'm going to put it little later also. So the daily tasks which are not completed, you can put it up. This is like how you migrate your home. What he's giving an example of, like, how when you are shifting your house, you will always look, for the clothes or for the items, you will see whether it's useful or not. And then you will go ahead with that, right? And you will discard it. If not needed, you will throw it away or give it to somebody else. Isn't it? In the same way, the tasks which are left out for that day, that doesn't mean that every day you keep postponing it to the next day. That's also not good, children. Then that is why that weekly analysis should be there. This is only assessing yourself. Nobody else is assessing you. You yourself are assessing, you are the assessment for yourself, right? So that will definitely help you. So watch this video also clearly. Yes. And if you've got any questions, put it in the chat box. Any questions? All these videos I am going to share in the WhatsApp. Yes. And I will share this video also, this lessons video also I will be sharing with all of you, right? And one more slide is there where Ryder Carroll, I will show you how he is. He is the person who has started with it. In the next session, we will learn about what is the TEDx.
I believe that we're responsible for creating the moments of joy in our own lives. We can't take credit.
He
for
is the
achieving
person
sunrise.
who has started with it.
We can take credit for being there to see it.
So it's very important that we have learned a very new thing today. Let's implement it and work hard to achieve our goals. Yeah, lot more things we will discuss in the coming up sessions, children. Thank you very much. For today, we will end the session here. Okay, so these are the things: SMART, specific, measurable. Be specific in what you want to do. Yeah, measurable, attainable. How are you going to achieve it? Is it relevant? Is your goal relevant to the time? And am I going to do it at the right time or not? Is it timely or not? These are the very important things you need to keep in mind when you are trying to achieve your goal. So thank you very much, children, for the session. Yeah, any doubts you can put it up to me. Yeah, or we can discuss it on another day also. Yeah, Navy officer, yes, military in the career guidance session. In the next career guidance session, we're going to do about military service.